This is Jeff Blauette, technical agronomist for Cooperative Farmers Elevator. I wanted to talk about some items here as the end of spraying season is upon us. We're out here the couple days after the 4th of July, so hopefully all our post-applied applications, the planned applications, are on our soybeans. If we look at where we're at and what that means, since we're after the 1st of July, all of our foamosaphin containing herbicides, the Warren Ultra, basically the Flexstar type products, the label states on there we have to be completed by July 1. That's really around having that herbicide applied in time so we don't have carryover issues in next year's corn, and we want to hold pretty close to doing that so we don't cause next year's problems already. The Liberty soybeans, for instance, as far as some of the transgenics, they need to have their applications completed by R1. So basically, if you see a flower on a plant, we're at R1. So if we look at this example, this bean does not have any flowers on it. It would still be classified as okay to spray Liberty on, but there's probably going to be very few of these plants around in the days coming forward. So the Liberty season is nearly over. If we look at the Roundup Ready and the Roundup Ready to Extend, you know, the dicamba beans, their label states up to R2 stage. So R2 is if we have flowers on the lower part of the plant, it's still R1. If we have a flower on one of the top two nodes, that signifies that we're at R2, kind of what's called full flower. And we have some beans that are getting close to that. If we look at this plant, this one's getting very close to what you'd classify as R2. If the top trifoliate that's just formed, if those leaf tips aren't touching, that's classified as a node where it attaches to. So we're getting really close with this bean to where the Roundup and the dicambas, the Ingenias, and the XtendiMax cannot be applied anymore. We're at that stage where even if we have some weed escapes, anything that we go out and try and rescue them with, we're really off label, so we're hoping not to have to do that. There is always a chance, even with these transgenics crops that are tolerant to those herbicides, they still have to deal with that during reproductive stage. That might actually cost us some yield potentially if the conditions aren't right, so we hope to not have to do that. So hopefully the spraying season went well for you. We're hopefully done spraying. I think everybody's kind of had their fill of running up and down the rows here for a while, and we're probably just on the edge of maybe having to start looking for aphids here soon. So as we go into July, hopefully we have some rains to keep us going, and these beans can continue to look better and better as we go. That'll be this week's Field Friday segment, and we'll see you next week.